As you know, this girl who is shooting the video always forgets to shoot the intro. Even this video doesn't have a head. It directly starts at the airport. It is the time of Dusshera, so as per Telangana's culture, we make Batukamma. And this is how it looks. As always, getting to the airport 2 hours prior to the time, collecting the boarding pass and standing in the line followed it. No change. First time in my whole life it was not a morning flight and I didn't get up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It is at night 7:30, peaceful and happy. I could get the view of cockpit from the boarding bridge. Captain is all set to fly high. Looks like my mom was in very good mood. I forgot my chewing gum at home and unfortunately our seats were near the emergency exit. I really thought I was gonna die. Nevertheless, I survived and reached the Odisha airport fit and fine. Odisha is famous for its sand art and breathtaking sculptures, imprinted on almost all the walls we visit. Good morning guys, this is second day in Bhubaneshwar. We got off flight yesterday at 10 o'clock or 10:30 maybe. We had dinner and we just slept. Today we are going to city tour of Bhubaneshwar. There are few temples and a river. So let's go. Maturity is when you realize lengthy distances are for you to take a nap.
समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो ना?
After traveling for 2 hours, we reached our first destination, Viraja Devi Temple, which can also be called as Biraja Devi Temple or Girija Devi Temple. It is one among the Ashtadasha Shaktipeeths located in Jajpur near Bhubaneshwar. It has a great history. It is said that the navel region of the Devi Ma was found here. As I already said, it was time of Dusshera. You can expect the crowd. A friendly suggestion, there will be pandits dragging you with them everywhere, so beware of them. They'll extort money saying this will happen, that will happen if you don't do this, if you don't do that. Beware. Next we went to Vaitarni river, which was just few minutes away from Girija Devi temple. Even this river has a mythological history. It was described in Garuda Puran. After praying there for a while, next we went to Mahanadi, which was one of the largest rivers in Odisha and 6th largest in the country. Later we drove back to Bhubaneshwar and went to the Odisha State Museum. There was a huge garden welcoming us. In few steps there was a small left indicating sculpture garden, so we went there first. There were different sculptures placed like this in a row. Everything here was giving the vibe made of woods. Even the entrance statue was made of complete wood. Entering the museum, there were many sculptures which portrayed wars and many different things. The history and how the people used to live in the past was portrayed on the wall. The first section we visited was archaeology. There were many sculptures placed which were collected in different regions. Next we went to epigraphic section and saw how the scripts developed. There were many rocks placed which has imprints of script on them. Next we saw the coins which were used in the past. Things made of brass and miniature paintings and jewelry, etc., were placed in next coming sectors. And there was a whole room filled with Lord Puri Jagannath's paintings. Everything here felt like the things which our ancestors left for us. I know that's what museums are meant for, but it felt good. Then we went into the postal gallery. Every stamp used from the day one of the postal services till today was there. There was also an art gallery placed in the museum, which was of two whole big rooms, and the paintings were really great. There were few paintings which I couldn't understand the meaning for, but I think they're very deep, and it'll take me few more years to understand what they actually meant. Fun part is it has a lift. We didn't know that and climbed all the way up. After the State Museum, we went to Dauli, which has Buddha Stupam. This was the monument which witnessed the Great Kalinga War. It has panels displaying Buddha's footprints. From here, we went directly to Puri. One more thing to be noted, it gets dark really early in Bhubaneshwar at around 5:30 or 6. So whatever we see is between 8 to 5:30 or 6. That's it. The streets were dressed really beautiful as it's the time of Dusshera, one of the main festivals of India. Every side we turned was sparkling with lights.
The next day.
The next day started really early. We had to get up at 5:30 and be ready by 7:30 to catch the bus. After we get on the bus, we registered our names and placed the food order. And then we went to get our life jackets and then go for boating in Chilka Lake. By the time we come back, the food was ready. And this is a procedure to be followed because Chilka Lake is far away from where people actually live. So it will take time for them to collect the ingredients and bring the food for you. The reason why we preferred Odisha Tourism's bus over taxi and why you should prefer bus is that you get to meet other tourists and know their experiences. And the second most important thing is there will be a guide who will guide you through every single step and tell you every single thing about every single thing. Chilka Lake is known for the migratory birds. It's one of the hotspots of biodiversity in the country. One more friendly suggestion, take something to eat with you because it'll take 3 long hours for you to return and you'll be super hungry and super bored. They will take you to a small island before they drop you off, and that side of it will be the sea and this side of it will be Chilka Lake. And it's covered with whole blanket of trees which are extremely tall. This is how the sea looks like, and it kind of gives me vibes of Andaman because the water is so pure. To my surprise, I really got to see how they extract pearls. True, real pearls. And they showed us something called moonstone, which will illuminate when kept in the sea. Then we came back, had our lunch, and started going back to Puri. It was already getting dark, so I checked the time and I really thought it would be 5:30 or 6, but no, it was just 4. We dived through the traffic and finally reached Puri at 7 p.m. It was too early to sleep and also we didn't want to. We did a little bit of inquiry and got to know that there is a beach right next to us. It is called Neeladri. So we went there. To be frank, I had no expectations from it and I really thought it would be a normal beach, but no. The ambience was
So beautiful, so elegant, just looking like a wow. Just looking like a wow.
There was this plastic tortoise which caught my eyes the most because it was made by bottles collected from the sea. This place gave me one of my best experiences at a beach. You went to a beach and didn't eat the chaat? Oh my god. Never gonna happen. At least for me. I'll never come back without eating that. I saw people sitting on the ground in spite of having chairs. I didn't understand why they were doing that till a person came near me and asked, "Did you buy the ticket of the chair?" Which we probably didn't because we didn't know ticket system existed. He then gave us the ticket and took the money and said, "You still have only 20 minutes left before your time." So we enjoyed our most precious 20 minutes on earth on that chair and returned it back to him and started walking back to our room. On my way back, I saw this resort kind of thing and it has a board which mentioned, "We sell jewelry." That's it. I dragged my dad in. And I don't think you expected me to come back empty hands, which I surely didn't do. Later, my mom spotted this beautiful Buddha between the trees, so we went there to take a peek at it. Later, we came back to our room, had our dinner, and slept.
The next day.
Good morning, guys. This is the third day since 2 days we are in Puri. Yesterday we went to Chilka Lake and the whole day was only Chilka Lake because the boating itself was around 3 to 4 hours. So today we are going to Konark and also few local places.
Later, we started our journey, and after 1 hour, we reached a beach. It's called Chandrabhaga Beach. It was located near to Konark. It started to rain heavily, so we couldn't spend much time there. We got on the bus and started our journey towards Konark. On the way to Konark, we see a road full with stalls, which has sunglasses, bags, etc., 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 filled with everything which can catch a person's eyes. Which caught my eyes were these bags. Every structure over there has its own meaning. And our guide in white shirt was explaining the meaning of the elephant and the lion. Can you see that minute structures? And can you believe it was built in 13th century? Don't you think our ancestors were way more creative than us? This particular chakra has whole Dasavatara sculptured on it, and Konark temple has many chakras like that, which had its own meaning and its own existence. Next, we went to Kandagiri and Udaigiri caves. Climbing the stairs, we went to Kandagiri caves. In the past, it was said that Munis used to meditate here. This is how it looked inside the cave. It has many idols sculptured on it. This was the last place we visited that day. We went back to our room. We took rest as early as possible because we had early morning shift tomorrow.
The next day.
Good evening, guys. Today is the fourth day, and I'm gonna give the summary of the whole day because phone wasn't allowed and I couldn't shoot even a single clip in the whole day. First, we went to Puri Jagannath temple at around 6:30 in the morning, and it took us 3 hours to come out. Literally 3 hours, because the rush was out of the world. Completely. After that, we came to Bhubaneshwar from Puri. We had our lunch in Bhubaneshwar, and then we went to Lingaraj temple. The rush here wasn't much. It's 5:30 in the evening today, and I'm back in my room, and I have no plans to go anywhere right now. I just want to sleep because tomorrow flight is at early morning, and we should wake up at 3 o'clock to get the flight. And I need to regenerate because my energy is completely drained.
The next day.
This is how it looks early in the morning. We reached airport after 20 minutes, and as I didn't eat anything, I picked a sandwich. So guys, I'm back home after 5 long days. I should quickly start unpacking, and also I should get set for tomorrow's college. That's it for this video. This is Marugna signing off.